Hello, today we are going to be looking at Articulate Rise and creating a microlearning course. So in Articulate Rise, you have two options when you're creating a course. You can either create a new course and that will have more detailed lessons, and that's really suitable for quite long courses, maybe a 30-minute course. Then there's microlearning. So a lot of organizations like microlearning because they can be a short 5, maybe 10-minute e-learning for their staff, and it could just be a refresher on something really simple, workplace health and safety. It could be a refresher on their mission values or their organizational mission statement and code of conduct. So I'm going to look today at a microlearning that I've created about performance management, which is a very common topic especially within corporate organizations and human resources departments. So the look and feel of a micro learning is slightly different to that of a RISE build. So it is very much that vertical scrolling down and using these animated arrows here to move on to the next section. So I've custom created this artwork to go in the background, little bit of fiddling with it to get it with the text going over the top. This is a new feature that we have as the custom blocks in Articulate Rise. Image and text, very similar. This tip is also another feature within Articulate Rise in the custom blocks section. You can still add all of those other interactivities like accordions in there. I've created a scenario here where I've just used the timeline feature, the previous timeline feature, not the new custom block one, where I was able to add illustrations that matched it. And then at the bottom, it's just a really simple recap and final statement. So now we're going to actually go in and have a look at it from an editor perspective. So you can see that it looks quite similar to Articulate Rise and how you would design that. You have these sections for connect and disconnect. So what that means is that it could be a statement on its own, which would take up the whole page, or it can be connected. This is the custom block, which I can't remember the name of it actually. But you're able to add and customize. So I can change the text, I can change the colors, and it has this great feature now where it actually remembers the colors used in this layout. I'm waiting for them to do that all the way through now in Rise. That would be fantastic because I'm always having to copy and paste hex codes if they're not the theme color. Image and text is being used quite a bit. I like to alternate them, that one's on the left, one's on the right. I haven't connected this section because the underperformance is its own sort of title on its own. This custom block, again, you can go in and update it. It's like a tip box. You can change the color of things. The fonts will all be the same as the theme. So it's kind of like you're in Canva, I guess, a little bit here, which I think is great. It gives you a lot more options. I'm a graphic designer by trade, so I usually create all of my custom pieces anyway, but if you're not a designer or super tech savvy with graphics, then this is a really great feature to add a little bit more variety in there if the budget doesn't allow you to hire a digital designer or a graphic designer. So now I've gone in and updated. I'd probably change that yellow a little bit. So again, we've got our accordions. I like to untick the box with the white so it shows more of a shade of the theme color. And the images I have here are text on image, and I have just changed the overlay to be the theme color so that way it doesn't go as dark as normal. Again, I've not connected that section there because I want this title to stand out on its own. Very simple course, very simple design, and I think less is more when it comes to these types of projects. So this is it in working order again. You can see I can go to the different formats, so tablet or mobile landscape. So this is how it looks when landscape on an iPad or a device similar. I like having it where it animates in. It'd be great to have more animation options in Articulate Rise, but you could either just scroll down or use the arrows. So it doesn't have that left-hand navigation that Articulate Rise has. Or the course version of Articulate Rise 360. And there we go. I hope you enjoyed looking at a micro-learning course and seeing visually the difference between a micro-learning course and setting up a course with more detailed lessons in Articulate Rise. If there's anything you specifically would like to learn in Articulate Rise, please leave me a comment and I'll do my best to reach out and either answer your question or create a tutorial to fit.